You ever wonder why some local talks just kind of stay local, while others just explode and become these global phenomena? Well, it's not always just the idea. A lot of the time, it's the launch pad. Today, we're going to break down the blueprint for building that exact launch pad. We're talking the secrets of choosing a venue, designing a stage, and nailing the production that gives a great idea the global stage it really deserves. And let's be super clear about this. This isn't just about looking slick. Professional production is literally the engine that allows an idea to travel. It's the crucial difference between a message that stays in one room and one that goes on to inspire millions online. Okay, so our blueprint is going to cover 3 critical foundations. First up, we'll talk about choosing the perfect venue. Then, we'll move on to designing that iconic stage. And third, we'll get into nailing the production to capture it all. If you get these right, you're well on your way from local to global. All right, first things first, the venue. Now, this is so much more than just a room. It's the literal foundation for the entire experience. The right space, it sets the tone for intimacy, and it creates an environment where ideas can be genuinely shared and absorbed. The goal here is always, and I mean always, intimacy over scale. A tightly seated audience in a smaller, full venue creates this electric energy that you just can't replicate in a huge, half-empty space. Seriously, it's way better to have a wait list for a packed 100-seat theater than to have 100 people just kind of rattling around in a 500-seat ballroom. And that brings us to this little magic number, 100. For any first-time organizers, TEDx rules actually mandate this as your attendee cap. But you shouldn't think of it as a limitation. Think of it as a powerful constraint. It forces you to prioritize that intimacy and create that electric, sold-out room feeling right from day one. But look, an intimate vibe is only half the battle, right? The practicalities have to be absolutely flawless. Is there a good foyer for networking during breaks? Is the sound system reliable? Can everyone get to the restrooms easily? Every single item on this list is a detail that separates an amateur event from a seamless professional experience. Okay, so once the venue is set, we turn our attention to the focal point, the stage. This is the launchpad we've been talking about. And it has to be designed not just for the 100 people in the room, but for the potential millions who are going to be watching on screen. Creating that iconic TEDx look is actually simpler than you might think. It really just boils down to 3 essentials. You've got the famous round red carpet as your focal point, you have your official event logo, and critically, you have clean, even lighting. Get these 3 things right, and you've basically got a world-class stage. This right here is a direct warning straight from the TEDx playbook. Every single visible cable, every unnecessary piece of equipment, it all just pulls focus away from the only thing that actually matters, the speaker and their idea. Your job is to hide all that technical clutter so the human connection can really shine through. So the whole philosophy is this. The stage supports the speaker. It never, ever competes with them. It should create this warm, professional backdrop that just kind of disappears, leaving only the speaker and their idea. The best stage design is basically invisible. Okay, you've got the room and you've got the stage. Now it's time for the really crucial part, capturing the magic. High-quality production is what transforms a one-time event into a permanent asset, something that's ready to travel the world. Let's just pause here for a second, because this is the single most important rule of production. I'm serious. You can fix a shaky camera shot, you can color correct some bad lighting, but if the audio is bad, the talk is lost. It's gone. An idea can't spread if it can't be heard. Audio is absolutely everything. So what does good audio even mean in practice? Well, it means getting a clean, direct feed from a microphone that is physically on the speaker. We're talking a lapel mic or a headset mic. Just relying on the microphone that's built into your camera is a total recipe for disaster. It's going to pick up every cough, every shuffle, and every hum from the air conditioner in the room. And for the video, the professional standard is a multi-camera setup. At a bare minimum, you need 2. One wide shot to establish the whole scene, and one tight close-up to really capture the speaker's expressions. A 3rd camera for some dynamic side angles is even better. And hey, the real pro move? Capturing a direct feed of the speaker's slides. That gives you perfect clarity in the final edit. And you gotta remember, event day is only the beginning. The work of recording is matched by an equally intense editing phase. You're polishing the audio, you're cutting between camera angles, you're adding in the slides. It's only after this really rigorous process that the talks are finally ready for their global debut on the official TEDx channel. So let's bring this all back together. These aren't just separate items on a checklist. The intimate venue creates the energy, the simple stage focuses the attention, and the professional production captures it all perfectly. You see, each piece builds on the last. And ultimately, that's what this is all about. All these technical details, the room, the rug, the cameras, the mics, they are not just logistics. They're the machinery of amplification. They are what give a powerful local talk the chance to become a truly global conversation. So, when you combine a powerful idea with this production blueprint, you're doing so much more than just organizing an event. You're building that launch pad. You're creating the conditions for an idea to take flight. And the only question left is, well, it's the one that matters most. Is your stage ready?